You're asking the impossible. Steady hand and a sharp gaze. I can barely keep my eyes open. I need to rest.
You have a son, do you not? Is he as lazy and pathetic as his spineless mother?
Wait! Stay your hand, I beg you.
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
Tell me, Gondian. Tell me about your son.
He's not... Yes, Overseer Holt. He's frail in body and mind like me, like all of us. Yet by your grace, he lives.
And your wife?
She was useless and interfered with production quotas. You were wise to remove her from this world. Forgive my outburst. I will work through the night. This Watcher will be operational by dawn.
I will allow it. But if your work is anything short of impeccable, your son will die screaming. Is that clear?
Yes. Overseer Holtz.
Awake.
Let's get this lock to yield.
Perhaps if I adjust. Non gufgri shav dolor. Your nervous gait betrays your presence, stranger. You don't belong here. Who are you? What? Go away! Your presence imperils us all. If any of us attempts to escape, our kin will die. The Overseers, they have a contraption. When triggered, it will kill everyone who wears a collar. You underestimate the enemy, Kliksbran Rakthar. The collars are not only equipped with explosives, there is also a mechanism that alerts the Overseers if they're removed. One of us may be able to save themselves, but it would be at the expense of everyone else. We can't risk it. Even if we did somehow unshackle our collars simultaneously and overthrow our oppressors, there would be consequences. Our families are held elsewhere. The Overseers need only activate those contraptions they hold, and they suffer the consequences of our actions too. We cannot win. We must aid in building these Vagron. Gunkal. Aye. Even more, I'd help you destroy this place. I don't know where they are, but some of the overseers must. You'll have to infiltrate deeper into the foundry. Just make sure you don't get caught. If they raise the alarm, they'll trigger the collars. I will pray for you. My daughter, her name is Obelia. Gondral Frakas Hulnish. May Gond be with you. Patience. It hasn't been long.
Scared and miserable, with visible cuts and bruises, these people can only be one thing: prisoners.
Is this too big a risk? What if we are caught? No, there is no other way.
Let's move.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is a most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the steel watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
catch my breath.
Slows to a halt. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. It seems most of the hostages from the throne share your fate. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tag-hold, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
I'm free. In my own mind again, wholly. I will not take it for granted. You acted quickly, decisively, and compassionately. I, nay, all of us, owe you no less than our undying gratitude. The Absolute. Its voice was clear as crystal, beautiful as a nymph's smile. It showed me the darkest lies and convinced me of their truth. To be free is like knowing the sun's warmth on my face for the first time. My thoughts are my own now, and my purpose certain. I will wait at your camp. We can speak more there.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. There were so many of us scattered through that place. To save so many it was brilliant. Just brilliant. We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please, they need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did. I knew it. I knew he would do something.
What they were doing with us was horrid. Thank you for saving me.
Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberly will swallow you whole.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you, thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
strike.
I bet you're pleased with yourself. Saving Ravengard and making a fool out of me in a single swoop. Go on, do your gloating. You've earned it.
Damn right I did. My father is safe and my chains are broken.
Yes, celebrate your fortunes. But remember that they are lost as quickly as they are gained. For now, you've tipped the scales in your favor. But all it takes is a whisper for me to tip them back. Ravengard will fall. I will strike when the Duke has the most to lose, and I have the most to gain. Clause A, Section 2. Should Soul Holder choose to abandon his patron, he is freed from his duty. His father, Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard, will be thus fated to die by an enemy's hand. A sealed pact is mightier than even Asmodeus's ruby rod. Do you think by merely saving a duke that you were ripping it through? You're such a witless little thing. Laugh in the face of the Archduchess Zariel, and she only laughs back. By all means, struggle and seethe when I come for Zariel's prize. Play the hero. Put up a fight. But don't forget who signed away his own father's life when Ravengard's finally bled.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son a monster, twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
my son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods, can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Courage, insight, strategy, justice. I remember them well. You made me recite them every morning.
So you do. And I thought you'd abandoned them. More fool me. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you.
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Balduran himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate. The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. Hell's Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps. It is no legend. Ansur does sleep beneath the rock and will come to the city's aid when it is in need. He is oath-bound to do so. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons, a tale for other places, other days.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation. It's not just a tale, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the dead Three's chosen raised the city. It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it. Joy. To my father, I was only ever a boy. Incredible that he can see the man I became. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.
What brings you by?
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Hey, soldier. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
They do. They're fish. Very few. I'm telling you, there's something on them.
Gondian artificers might lack a certain worldly wisdom, but there's no doubting they're masters of their craft.
You're a child at heart, Gale, admiring wind-up toys and clockwork trinkets.
I admire any who follow their curiosity to novel and unexpected means. This is how the world changes.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond!
Prinsky's motive.
No!
Titius!
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
Go time. Another one down. Just in time.
Board is set.
I'm heating up.
Breathing, despite everything.
What happened to Obelia? Is she safe? Our destination is the New Ross. Your boy.
Let's cook with fire, baby. I'm going to enjoy this. Won't last much longer like this.
heading there.
Fast. I must heal.
Blow this Blow this place to the 9 hells, my friend.
Still alive, so that's progress. With the brain removed. Is this how they puppet the steel watch? Open up.
The inscription reads, "Fresh supplies for the steel watch, courtesy of necromancer Balthazar."
More for me?
wonders.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Curiosity awaits your input. This will destroy the Foundry, wiping it from the face of the Forgotten Realms.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the Foundry. The scent of rune powder drifts through the city like a warm embrace. But it's not over. So long as a single Paris...
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter.
I think that if a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look out. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment.
Wulbren, enough! I won't watch as you poison your soul and the brilliant future that remains to the Iron Hand gnomes. I thought the Iron Hand gnomes had corrupted you, Wulbren. Now, I wonder if it wasn't the other way around. Kill the Gondians, and you kill all we love. Collaboration, challenge, solving problems with the power of reason, creativity. I still want to believe you're better than that, Wulbren. But even I am having my doubts. I say you're right. They deserve a leader who'll encourage them to create, not destroy. They deserve someone like me. I can't save you from yourself, Wulbren. It hurts terribly, but I can't. Toss your values in the bin if you want. But don't throw out the Iron Hand.
This is ridiculous. Iron Hands. Kill this man. How dare you? Count!
The Gondians recognize Barkus Root as leader of the Iron Hand Gnomes and look forward to ushering in a new peace between our factions.
It is with a heavy heart that I remove Wulbren Bongle from our ranks. You have until first light to leave the city. Wulbren.
I expect treachery from all sides, but you, little Barkus, the boy who followed me from the Underdark, who clung to me like moss to stone. When we next meet, my hammer will cleave your skull in two, and that is a promise!
Never a dull moment.